You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce the orthographic view that is displayed at the left-hand side of the screen in isometric projection. Now, how we're going to do that? That means we need to assemble all these views in order to draw it in isometric projection. So the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your principal axis, that is your isometric axis, which is the x, y, and z axis, right? So what I will simply do here, I will draw the y-axis here. This is the y-axis. Let me make it more visible. And this is the z-axis here. Hope you can see that. And this is the x-axis here. Hope you can see that. So if you look carefully, we need to get the entire height, the entire length, and the entire width. Now, in this diagram here, the one in the middle is always the front elevation, right? So if you look at this diagram, which one is in the middle here is this. So this is front elevation. So to get the length, the entire length of this is you check, since it's not here, you check from the top one. The one on top of the elevation or below the elevation is the plan. So if you look at on top of it, that is the plan. So the length from the beginning of this point to this point here is given to be what? 65. Then the radius of this arc is what? 25. So 65 plus 25, that is what? 90. So I am going to measure 90 from this point here. 0 to 90. Right? And I'll need to get the entire width. To get the entire width, to get it from what? From the end view. What's in front of the end view is always the what? What's in front of the front elevation is the end view, right? And it's given to be what? 50, as you can see. So I'm going to measure 50. So from 0 to 5 is 50 millimeter. Then the entire height that is given here, you can get that from also the front elevation, which is given as 10 plus 38, and that is what? 48. So I'll measure 48. So from 0 to what? To 48. So I'll use all these points to form a box. So this point here will go up. This point here will go up. Then I am going to close it up. So whatever I draw the horizontal, that's what I will do here. All the z-axis is the same, they're parallel to each other, and all this also is the same, they're parallel to each other. So we have this. So the same line here will affect this point too. And here also, I'll cover here also. So they're all parallel to what? To each other. So this is the box that I need here. Now the next thing is I want to get the plan. I want to cover the images that you can see from the diagram here. So let's start from the elevation. The elevation is like an L shape, right? So it means that this, looking at this side, is the elevation here. So if you look at it carefully, the thickness here is given to be what? 18, as you can see. And I'm going to measure that 18. So from 0 to 18. So 18 will be somewhere around here, right? And I'll draw it down. Look at what I'm about to do here. I'm going to draw it down. Faint line first. Now the next thing here is there's a thickness here. If you look here, it's given to be what, 10. So I'm going to measure the thickness of 10 upward. From 0 to 1 is 10. And I'll close it up. Hope you can see that. Now one thing about it, since you're only seeing a single line here and a single line here, means that it is uniform throughout the figure. So let me make it out. Uniform throughout the figure. Look at what I want to do. Because I'm seeing a single line, it means that both the plan also I'll have this. Here also I'll have this. Then I'll bring this one down. And I'll take this here. And I'll bring this here. This is why I'm doing that way, because I'm seeing a single line. It means that everything is what is uniform. Are you with now? So this line is blocking this line and so on and so forth. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing here, we want to start by drawing. You see this, there's two hidden line here, right? So the plan is telling me that this is not rectangular. It is what? It is elliptical. It is circular, right? So it's not rectangular. That's what the plan is telling me. If you look at these two hidden line, it's representing this circle here, and this side here is representing this outside circle here. So it's telling me that this edge here is circular. So I'm going to draw a circle at this edge. So we're given a radius of what? Of 25 all together. So what I'll simply do is I'm going to take my compass from this point to this point, and I'll mark here. Right? I can easily do the same thing here too if I want to. And I'll use it to form a box. Right? Then I will join the longest diagonal. This is the longest diagonal here. I also do here too, longest diagonal here. Faint line. Can you see that? Now, to get the center of the diagonal, I need to join the other diagonal too. And if you do it this way, it's meeting it here. Hope you can see that. Then I'm going to draw my line across that point. So I can see here should be, I'll draw another one again across the point also. I can see here to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? 8. Right? I'm just doing that for benefit of understanding. So from either 7 or 3 here, I'll just draw a line, an inclined line touching here. That is 2. Then from 7 here also, depending on how you number it, from here also touching 4. Hope you can see that. So once I've done that, they are meeting at this point here. So I will take my my compass, I'll place it at this end, which is point 3. Then I'm going to draw a semicircular shape here. Hope you can see that. Then I'll come here also from this point here. I'll do the same thing. Draw a semicircular figure to here. Hope you can see that. Now I'm going to do the same thing down here. So what I'll simply do to make my work easier is if I come to this end here, I'll bring it down. Then I'm going to channel this point here. I don't have to draw a line. Just ensure that from here to here is meeting here. Or better still, from here to here is 10. Just mention from here to here to be 10. Then you just take your compass, place it at that point 10. Then you take it to this end and you draw this. Can you see that? Then the other one is this point here. I'll take it down with my set square. Ensure that it is straight to this point. Same thing at this point here. Then I'll just take my instrument from here. And I'm going to close it up. Then I'll bring this down. So I can now take in those points out this way. So you can see that. So if you look at it carefully, there's another circle inside, and that one has a circle, a diameter of 42, meaning the radius was 21. So I'll just take my instrument and I'm going to measure 21 from 0 to 21 here, and I'll place it at this point. I will mark 21 here, 21 here, 21 here, and what? 21 here. Then I'll use to form a box. Right? If I place it here, I have this. If I come here too, I have this. And if I come here too, I have this. And here, I have this. Right? So that's the box I've brought out. So I can easily just join this end. It can be this end here or this end. That's what you did. So let me just use this. From here, I'll draw a line that will touch here. And from here, I'll also draw another line that will touch here. Till they are meeting at this point. So I'll now draw out my circle. So when I place it here, I'll connect this to this. When I place it here, I'll connect this to this. When I place it here, I'll connect this to this. Then here, I'll connect this to this. Hope you can see that. So let me take it out. So we've done the inner one. Now there's another one inside again. So how are we going to do that? This is what we're going to do here. We'll take this in by 10. Right? This 10 you see here. You come to this point and you mark the 10. You mark the 10 here too. So then just bring that out. Can you see that? And here also I'll bring it down here too. Right? So what I'll simply do is I don't really need this part here. What I need here is the 10 around here. So let me just draw this one out. We have this, then connect this 10 to this 10. So what I actually need is just this point. That is the point I need. So let's draw and see. So from this point here, I'll place it at the baseline here. Then I'm going to draw this from this end to this end. Right? Then the next one will now be the diagonal that we have here. Just transfer the point. Which point? This point you see here. This. I'll bring it down. And this. I'll bring it down. So this point, when I place my compass at that point, I'll connect this and I'll stop here. Then I'll come here too. I'll stop here. So meaning that this is to end here, because you cannot see the other side, and I'll end here. So we move. So that's what it's telling us from the plan, that that part is curved. It is not rectangular the way you see it there. That's what the plan is telling me. Then it's straight ahead to the end. So that means I'm going to project this from this end straight ahead to this end. Then this from this end straight ahead to this end. Then this from this end straight ahead to this end. Right? Then this, I'll close it up. And also this, I'll take it up because it's taken from the diagram. Then this, I'll take it up. Then this, I'll take it up. And this, close it up. And this, close it up. And also this, close it up. Then this, close it up. So the next thing is there's a shape here. So first of all, we need to get the center of that shape that you see here. So if I should join diagonals from here to here, and from here to here, this is the center of this figure. So now I'll draw my vertical and horizontal line. The vertical line and my horizontal line. Hope you can see that. Now I'll do that for both the front and the back. I have my reason. So if I should come here, this is where this is. When I join this to this point, so meaning that here, I trace it up, this is the center here. So at that point, I will draw vertical and what? Horizontal line. All together. So we have 2 points here, this point and that point. Is that okay? So we know something for sure, that the front one here has a length of what? 36, right? So what I'll simply do is I'll take half of 36, which is 18, and I'm going to measure. If I do that, take my instrument and I'm going to measure from 0 to 18. And I place it here. I'll mark 18 and what? 18. Then I'll use it to draw a vertical line here. Another vertical line here. Then the thickness here you can see is given to be, you can check it from here, this thickness here is given to what? 18, because this hidden line here is showing this figure here. So 18, so I'll take half of it again, 9, so that it will be centralized. So this is 9. So when I place it here, I'll measure 9 and what? 9. Then I can easily close it up with a thick line. You straight down to touch here. Then here, straight down to touch here. And here, close it up. then you close it up. Can you see that? And I can do for the back one. There's an inner one in, but before I do that, from here also now, this is going in by 8. Why? Because from the end to this side is given as 10. So if you move 10 from 18, we're left with what? 8. So I'll measure it inward like this. From 0, take this in, then I'm going to measure the 8. So this 8 here, right? So I am going to just close it up. This will touch here, and here we touch here, right? Then there's another one inside that starts from in. So if you recall, from this line here now, we have the same figure here. So from here, also measure the 8 backward. Know that from here to here is 8. So I'll measure 8 here too. So the 8 here, that is where I want to do the next thing I want to do. Draw your vertical line. I will have the horizontal line already, right? So what is the length of it? If you look at it, it's given to be 26. So I'm going to take 13 each from that 26. So I'll take 13. From 0 to 13 is here. And I'll place it here. I will mark 13, 13, and what? 13. Then I'll take it up this way. Yeah, also this way. Now the thickness here is given to be, if you check the diagram carefully, thickness is given to be 12, right? So I'll measure 6 up and 6 down from that same point. So let's say this is here I have. So I'll take it up by 6. Then I'll take it down by 6. Is that okay? And I'm going to close it up. So I'll take it up. So you will come from here and stop here. Then you will come from here and stop here. Can you see that? So this is what we have. So we can't go higher than that because of to close up the figure. So this is what we have there, right? It's just going back, but we're not told to draw the hidden line, so I'll just leave it that way. So it's just telling us that I can actually just continue if I want to. So we have successfully reproduced the given views that is displayed at the left hand side of the screen in isometric projection, right? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.